We did it, we got there, very organized. There's a tripod here. I'm going to quickly talk to you about 5 things I've learned this year. Hey everyone, day 12. It's been kind of a busy enough morning. I was shooting something this morning at the Ralph Lauren store up on Madison Avenue, and they just opened a Ralph's Coffee. So as soon as we finished the shoot, we went in, had coffee. Oh, it is so nice in there. If you're in New York or if you're visiting anytime soon, write this down. It's Ralph's Coffee in the Ralph Lauren store on 72nd and Madison. Literally the chicest cafe I've been in so long. So we went in after our shoot and had a hot chocolate and just relaxed for 10 minutes because it was so cold, and I was shooting a jumpsuit with, of course, no sleeves. That's like the theme of the shoots this Vlogmas. But it was my last kind of party wear shoot that I had to do in the cold, so we did it. We got there, very organized. Then came home, did some work, nothing too exciting, we were just in the office. And then I went to get my nails done, and I actually gave them a bit of a transformation. Well, I think so anyway. So let me turn around the camera and show you. Okay, so usually I have like really short nails, like naturally my nails are really short and they never grow. So I figured for Christmas I would switch it up, and I actually got extensions. So these are acrylic, and then you can't really see the color very well, but it's like a nude color, very similar to what I always get. I went to the place that does Kellen's nails. It's called UV Nails, and it's here in the Upper East Side, and they're really good. It actually didn't take that long. So yeah, really happy with them for a change. I'm not really used to having the long nails, so when I was like typing on my laptop there when I came home, and it's so much harder. Like I always remember that it takes a while to get used to them, so hopefully by the end of the week I'll be a bit more used to them. And the good thing about these as well is that these last longer. So while I'm in Ireland for Christmas, because I'm home for 3 weeks, hopefully I won't have to do my nails until I come back. So that's like another reason that I wanted to get these done. So that has been my day. And now, okay, so I've been kind of wanting to do this like little segment in Vlogmas, or like in a video, and today's finally the day I finally have some time. So today I'm going to talk to you about 5 things that I've learned in 2018, and hopefully it will inspire you to kind of do the same and get a head start and get ready for a new year. I love the new year. Like if you're also a long-term follower, I always do a blog post called, and I still will do this blog post definitely, it's called my dream year. So for the last 3 years I've done it. So I've done my dream 2016, 17, 18, and I'll be doing 19 now. And basically it's where I sit down and write this big list of the things I want to do that year, and I break it into 4 categories. So I think it's career, travel, like wellness, and what's the 4th one again? There's definitely 4. It's gone out of my head, but there's 4 categories anyway that I do, and I write kind of a list in each of them about like goals I want to achieve, and it actually works. I promise you, this stuff works. I look at the list like all throughout the year, and I see if I'm on track, and it really works. But today I'm going to just quickly talk to you. I'm going to pop my camera, there's a tripod here. I'm going to quickly talk to you about 5 things I've learned this year, and I don't know, maybe something might resonate with you as well, and yeah, it'll just be a nice little chat. Okay, so lesson number 1, I have them written out here so I won't forget them. I'll try and be as quick as possible as well, because I don't want to ramble on about one of them too much, so I'll keep them pretty even. But number 1 is, it's okay to say no. This year I have gotten so much better at doing this more, and honestly, life-changing. I tell you, life-changing. For example, in my career, you know, certain brands, when they get in touch and, you know, I just know that it's not a right fit for me. I know that you won't appreciate it. Like, you're gonna, you know, it's gonna devalue our relationship if I choose brands that don't fit me. So I got better and better at saying no. It also saved me time, and the more I said no to things that I didn't really want to do and things that wouldn't benefit me, the more time I had to put into other things such as YouTube. So in December, December, you probably have noticed on Instagram, it's a very ad focused time. Like, all the brands want to work with the influencers and bloggers and YouTubers during December, and of course it's great for us. It's one of our busiest times and there's lots of work, but you know, I have Vlogmas, so there's only so many things that I can say yes to collaboration wise and still be able to do this free series for you. And you know, it's been really nice, and I've chosen the collaborations that I really wanted to do, and I've put so much time and effort. You've seen in the vlog, we've been shooting like crazy, but they're the ones that I know you'll appreciate and that I know you'll, you know, respect and value. And then I said no to the ones that I knew you wouldn't like and put that time into Vlogmas instead. So whether it is your career, your social life, just things that you do not enjoy and do not want to do, don't be afraid to say no. I saw this funny thing on Instagram today. It was like, you know, the way FOMO stands for fear of missing out. There's one now, it's like JOMO, so with a J, and it's the joy of missing out. It's nice. It's just nice to do your own thing. You have like one life. Like, you cannot waste it doing things you don't want to do. So that was a big lesson I learned this year, and something that really benefited me. And then number 2 is don't bottle things up. And what am I trying to say with this? So I think that in life, I don't know, sometimes we're very afraid to say things, whether it's to a person or whether it's to an audience or whether it's to, I don't know, a friend, anyone. We're scared of like what will happen if we say things. So for example, you know, in friendship, in relationships, in work, you know, there's like a disagreement, 2 people are thinking different ways on different lines, and more often than not, it's actually not a very big thing, but because the 2 people are so scared about saying something, or they just like don't want to get their feelings out and actually, you know, talk about things, then everything gets worse. But as soon as you just talk about things, I promise you, everything gets sorted quicker than you thought it would. I feel like as humans, and I think especially girls, like we make up these scenarios in our head, and like we think of all these things that actually aren't real and aren't happening, and then it just makes the whole thing worse. So next year, if there's one thing that you take from this video, just say things. Say what you're feeling. You know, sometimes it mightn't work out, you know. If it's a disagreement, for example, and 2 people say how they're feeling and it still isn't right, and maybe it still wouldn't be right for a friendship or relationship, then at least you know, okay, I said how I felt, it didn't work out. But a lot of the times when you do talk through things and you just communicate properly, things get figured out, and then, you know, you're able to work through it and things were meant to be. So either way, it's a win-win situation. So definitely benefited from that as well this year. Number 3, kind of like a wellness point here, but I definitely learned this year that when I work out, eat healthy, read books, you know, do all those good things, I'm a better person and get so much more done in a happier way. And I know that sounds very simple and very obvious, but even for example, I think November, December, I could probably count on one hand the times I've been to the gym, and I know myself that, you know, I'm finding it harder to focus, I'm more tired, I'm just more sluggish, I'm like, my eyes are closing at like 9:30 at night time because I don't have as much energy as I would have had if I've been going to the gym and eating really healthy and not skipping meals and busy. It catches up on you. It really is true. Like, there's been certain times this year, you know, I think during the summer I was super healthy. I was getting to the gym, I was on a plan, I was eating healthy, I was just having a better balance, and everything was having a better balance. Like, everything was working almost. It's like all these little things have to come together to work. And then I think when I came back from Lake Como for September, I was like all over the place, wasn't going to the gym, wasn't eating healthy. I saw a dip in my productivity and focus and everything, and then it went up again when I started a plan with Paul Sherry in like October. So honestly, it just makes such a difference. And I know, again, it's like one of these annoying things, and it's December and we're about to spend the rest of the month eating and drinking and everything, but I think once it comes to January, and not for like, you know, going to the gym to be skinny or whatever it is, it's more so like going to the gym and eating healthy for my mind. And I think that's a big lesson I learned this year. I saw exactly what happened. It was like a dip up and down. I saw proper proof of it this year. So definitely a big effort next year to keep it steady. Number 4, I guess this kind of has to do with social media and kind of just like seeing things firsthand, being in this industry. And the lesson that I've learned is the grass is always greener. And I'm sure lots of you, and I including myself, we spend hours every day scrolling on Instagram, watching YouTube videos, reading blog posts, like watching Insta stories, and how many times do you think to yourself, and all of us think to ourselves, wow, like that's really cool what she's doing, or wow, she has like the perfect life and perfect relationship and all this blah blah blah. Take it from me, someone who's in this industry and, you know, goes to all these events, like knows a lot of bloggers, like personally, you know, some more like acquaintances, whatever. Trust me when I say that half the time the grass is not greener. People are going through things that they never ever share online. Obviously it doesn't matter who these people are, but it's more so the lesson that was learned from it. And just all of us, you know, everyone that you're watching, like all throughout next year when you're on social media, just always remember that this isn't the full picture. These are the highlights, these are the things that people want to share, and never compare, honestly. And it's so hard, but you know, you could see someone with the perfect house and the perfect family and the perfect husband and the car and the clothes and the shoes and everything, and that person could be absolutely miserable. Like, you genuinely never know. So I think that was a big lesson that I learned, because I saw a lot of it firsthand this year. I think for the first time ever, I don't know what happened this year, I just saw a few things that really, like, it was a good thing. It just showed me that, you know, you have to take a step back from the world we live in and the social media driven world that we live in, and just actually value what you have. If you have a good thing, you know, be appreciative for it, because not everyone else does, even if they show that they do, if that makes any sense. So the grass is always greener, you know, value what you have and no comparing. And the number 5 kind of ties in with that. And I think this is always a good lesson to learn every year and to be reminded of it, but I haven't written down what I exactly wanted to say, but it was, don't get so focused on the future that you forget to enjoy what's happening right now. And this happens all of us. I know I'm not alone in this. You know, we're constantly thinking, what's next? What do we have to do next? What's the next step? Where are we going traveling next year? What job am I going to? Will I move? Blah, blah, blah. All these different questions. There's like running around in our heads, and we get so focused on the next thing, you know, even in blogger world, like the next follower milestone, the next video, the next Instagram post, the next. And honestly, it is exhausting. And really it wastes time, and it takes us away from what we're doing now and where we actually are in the moment now. And there's been times this year that I found myself doing that so much, and it could last for like a week or two, and I'd just be in this crazy like little bubble thinking about everything else except for the present, and you know, stress myself out over silly things and pressures, and you know, seeing people do things and you think that you should be doing that next, and then you actually completely forget to enjoy what you're doing now that you previously worked really hard for, if that makes any sense. I think this second part of 2018, I really just slowed down, focused on the now, enjoying the present, you know, really appreciating things that I have now and that I'm doing now that I've worked really hard for. And we all need to do that. You have all like worked really hard at some point to get to the stage you are at now. So don't ruin that by thinking about where you have to go next. I hope that kind of makes sense and like, you know, resonates a little bit, because that's definitely a lesson that I'm glad I learned. And then one bonus one, last but not least, always buy the shoes. That's a lesson I learned this year. They made me so happy, and I don't regret any of them, because genuinely they made me happy. And you have to just do the things that make you happy, work towards them. When you get there, enjoy them. Don't let people make you feel bad about it. Just enjoy it. And even if it's not the shoes, like buy the bag, buy the purse, you know, buy the trip, like treat yourself. Work hard, but also don't forget to enjoy it. Okay. And that's everything. I really have no idea how long this video is. I'm sorry if that was long. I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of like a bit of an experiment. I would like to bring more of this kind of thing into my channel, and I figured during Vlogmas I'd just pick one day and kind of bring it in. And obviously we're coming very close to the end of the year, and I wanted to do this before I went home to Ireland and the craziness starts there. So let me know what you think. A little bit of a different Vlogmas video to usual, but it's good to switch it up and keep things interesting every day. And the next few days anyway are, what day is today? This is Wednesday. So we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we leave on Sunday. So the next couple of days are going to be crazy. tomorrow's our last day in the office, then Friday and Saturday I'm going to be packing, getting ready, and then Sunday we leave. So the vlogs for the rest of the week will be go, 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 so it's nice to have a bit of a sit down one today. So I'll probably leave it here. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you'd like to see any other kind of videos like this. Obviously I can do some in the new year. I'll be doing some blog posts at the end of the year, always like my usual, and I'm hoping in January I'm going to have some more time to do more written things as well and bring them to the YouTube channel. So on that note, I'm gonna go, so be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.